Hello people, welcome to the YouTube channel Farming in Ghana TV. If you have just come across the channel, you can do your best to subscribe and tap on the notification bell so that anytime that we have any good info, you'll be the first to have the gist. This is the 5-acre farm that I developed for plantain. Yes, but I could not get the suckers to occupy the entire land, 5-acre land. So I only limited my production to 1,000 plantain suckers. That is what I planted. And then I used just 1 acre of that same portion of land to do cassava. It was something that I just decided to do small because my intention was to occupy the entire 5-acre land. So I paid money for the weeding to be done because it's been 2 months since we planted the cassava and it is doing very well. We planted at the right time during the raining season. This work was done mainly in June, July, so we got it at the right time. So you can see the cassavas are germinating very well, but it was weedy. It needed to be cleared. The weeds needed to be cleared. So I paid the laborers to come and do the weeding, and they were done. They called me, so I came down to come and do the measurement and then pay them accordingly. The weeding that they did costed me 600 Ghana cedis, and I actually had to come inspect it myself because you can't be somewhere and pay them to do this work. So you can see the clearing has been done, and in 2 weeks' time, I need to apply a gramazone weedicide. The gramazone weedicide is good for maintaining farms because it kills the weeds on the surface. It doesn't go to the base like condemned weedicide. And the gramazone weedicide is not that harmful to crops. So we use it for cassava, we use it for plantain, you can use it for maize and all those other productions that we do. So initially, as I planted this farm, I saw it to be a very small farm, but as it developed, I have realized that it's a very big farm that I built. And as I said earlier on, when you do the planting, and you don't really see what you have done until it begins to grow. When the crops begin to grow, that is when you actually begin to realize the work that you did, and you begin to appreciate and be proud of the work that you did. Okay, so this farm has taken the lead because this is cassava, and this cassava is a 6 months cassava variety. We normally locally call it Kufuor Banchi. Yeah, so it's a 6 months variety which should mature somewhere December, January this year so that we could do the harvest. And based on the location of this particular farm, this farm will actually be able to fetch about 18,000 Ghana cedis, just a 1 acre land that I used for the cassava. But it can fetch me as much as 18,000 Ghana cedis upon harvest. And in the locality of this farm, there is high demand for cassava, and these cassava varieties are mostly used for fufu. Yeah, you can use this for agbelima. It has a very high market demand and sells very high. The sticks are also very hard to come by, but from next year I will be able to supply the sticks to people who will be interested in also building cassava farms. This is how the farm is looking so far, and as you can see, the clearing has been done. So let me just take you to the plantain farm. So these are the plantains that we planted from the previous video. These plantains are mostly 2 months old. We were able to do about 1,000 of them, and you can see they are stuck in the bush. So the weeds are actually competing with them, and because we haven't been able to do the clearing earlier, that is how come the growth is somehow undermined or has somehow delayed. So we are doing the clearing. Yes, we are doing the clearing. We've started the clearing, so we are hoping to finish within a week. So all these places that you are seeing with the bushes like that, the plantains are in it. Yes, they are in it, and they are coming very well. They are also coming very well. We intend to add manure. So I will make use of poultry droppings and cow dung because I have some poultry farms and cow farms around me. So I'll be able to get those manures to come and apply on these plantains, because earlier on I was advised to use liquid organic fertilizers, but there are some disadvantages, especially even with the granular ones. The normal NPK 15 15 15, when you apply it to these plantains and we get to the dry season, it's very easy that it will kill the plantain plant. So we go organic, purely organic. So you can see how they are looking very beautiful and they are growing very fine. Once we add the manure next year, by this time, all these plantains that you are seeing in the shots will be fully grown plantains that we can even start doing harvest for. So it's a great work that we did. Now the only thing that is left is to maintain the farm to be able to do our first harvest. And remember that all these plantains that you are seeing there, as they are singles, but by the time we get to next year, most of these plantains will also come along with their suckers. So there will be multiple of suckers. So next year, anyone who is interested in building plantain farm like what we have done,